Good morning to Dr. Novoriko. We're from Group 7, Parallel P3, and then my group consists of me and Samira. And our topic is laboratory diagnosis of Trichophyton mentagrophytes.
For the introduction, Trichophyton mentagrophyte is a zoophilic dermatophyte and a major cause of ringworm in animals. Important in veterinary medicine due to its zoonotic potential and high infectivity. Ringworm affects the keratinized layer of the skin, hair, and nails, leading to symptoms such as alopecia, scaling, erythema, and pruritus. Accurate identification of Trichophyton mentagrophytes is essential for effective diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of transmission.
So the first question was types of samples that to be taken. In the context of diagnosing Trichophyton mentagrophyte infection in animals, appropriate sampling is crucial for accurate identification and culture of the fungus. So first we have the most common sample type for dermatophysis caused by Trichophyton mentagrophyte is hair and skin scraping from the margins of active lesions. And next we have infection, involves the nail or claw. So nail scrapings or clippings may be collected. These are usually taken from affected nails and subungual debris beneath it, as fungi tend to colonize the keratinized tissue in these regions. Third, we have the toothbrush or carpet method. So in this method, a sterile toothbrush or gauze is used to brush over the animal's entire coat, focusing on areas where lesions are visible. So this method is particularly useful for detecting subclinical carriers as it collects loose hairs and skin debris from across the body for culture. Sampling techniques and how to bring sample to the laboratory and sample storage if necessary. So first sampling techniques, we have the hair pluck method, which we use a sterile hemostat to pluck 10 to 20 hairs from lesion edges. So we have to ensure hair bulbs remain intact because it contains the most fungal elements and it is best for animals with visible lesions. And next we have the toothbrush method, just as I mentioned before, where we use a sterile toothbrush brushing against the hair growth, at least like plus minus 30 strokes, and which covers a larger area and ideal for animals without visible lesions. And it focuses on areas with broken hairs, scaling, and inflammation. And avoid recently treated areas to reduce false negative. Second, we have the sample handling and transport. We transfer the samples to suitable transport media or containers. If culturing immediately, please place directly on dermatophyte or seborrheic agar. If delayed, store in sterile breathable containers such as paper envelopes and avoid airtight containers to prevent moisture buildup. Label samples clearly with animal ID and sampling site. And third, the storage and the laboratory processing. Keep samples dry at room temperature 25 Celsius. Do not refrigerate or freeze that because it can damage the fungal elements. And if it's in the lab, incubate cultures at 28 Celsius and monitor for up to 2 weeks for fungal growth. Next, we have the direct microscopic examination procedure for making preparations and dyes or other materials if necessary, observable images. We have slide preparation where the procedure is first we place a small sample on a clean glass slide and add a drop of lactophenol cotton blue, and this phenol kills fungus, and we also add lactic acid to clear the tissue and glycerol to prevent drying. And this cotton blue stains the fungal structures from the lactophenol cotton blue. And next, cover with the cover slip. And then for the microscopic examination, start with 10 times magnification to locate the structures and switch to 40 times magnification to observe the details. Microscopic features for Trichophyton mentagrophytes is we can observe the hyphae, microconidia, and macroconidia. For hyphae, it is thin and septate with branching, and for microconidia, we can observe small and round or pear-shaped smooth wall structure. And for macroconidia, it is occasionally seen. It is large, thick-walled, and cigar-shaped. So this is the image that we will observe from for Trichophyton mentagrophyte microscopic, and right beside it is the culture of Trichophyton mentagrophyte microscope. For the fungal culture, the type of media that should be used and how to breed or incubation time and temperature and image of growing colonies. We have the culture media, which we use subaroid dextrose agar SDA is the standard medium, and it contains peptone and 4% of glucose. And the acidic pH is 5.6 to favor fungi and inhibit bacterial growth. And the incubation condition, the most optimal for growth is 25 to 30 degrees. And the time for observation for the fungi growth will be 7 to 14 days, but observe up to 21 days, especially if it's under treatment. Condition will be the low light or dark, as UV can inhibit growth, and humidity is 30% to prevent the media from drying out. Next. Okay, as for colony appearance, as we can see in the previous picture, you can see the colony is white and white to cream. As for the texture, it's very velvety or powdery, and the shape is raised at center and flat edges may show pigmentation on the reverse side. Microscopic features, for microconidia, it's small, round, and pear-shaped. Microconidia large, cigar-shaped, and it could be enhanced observation with the 3% of NaCl. And we could observe the mycelium, which is dense, fluffy with a granular look as it matures. So these are the colony of Trichophyton mentagrophytes. As we can see, the colony is white and it's velvety. That is for the colony. And right at the right side, we can see the microscopic features of Trichophyton mentagrophytes.
For the microscopic examination of native culture and making native preparations using the tape or the dyes used. So for the first method is using KOH 10%, which is when we use the sample and add 1 or 2 drops of 10% KOH. It's then left for 10 to 15 minutes before observation. And the reason for this is because KOH can break down the keratin, which gives a better view of the fungal structure. With KOH 10%, the fungal structure appears brownish gray and the background will be clear. With lactophenol cotton blue, usually a tape mount is used, where the adhesive clear tape like cellophane, where the tape is lightly pressed on the colony surface and then stained with lactophenol cotton blue, and the fungi appears blue with the background clear. So this is the picture of KOH 10% on the left-hand side. As you can see, the fungal structure is brownish gray with a clear background, and with lactophenol cotton blue, the fungal culture is clearly stained blue. For making a slide culture according to the Riedel method, usually Savarot dextrose agar or potato dextrose agar can be used because it is high in nutrients and it can be enhanced with antibiotics and antifungal. It's usually incubated at 25 to 30 degrees Celsius for 3 to 7 days. For the method, the agar is used and a 1 by 1 centimeter square of the agar is cut out, then put on a glass slide. After that, using the inoculating loop, a sample of the fungus will be taken and put onto all 4 sides of the agar, which is then closed in the cultivation chamber. Identification of the result of direct microscopic examination from the slide culture. The picture below is a direct examination of slide culture from lactophenol cotton blue. As you can see, the hyphae is septate and has spiral hyphae, and the spiral hyphae is an indicative feature of Trichophyton mentagrophytes. This image that I'm circling is the spiral hyphae. And the microconidia, which are numerous, round-shaped, and grow along the hyphae in grape-like clusters, are these images, the small little circles. And the microconidia is cigar-shaped, which means it's basically elongated. It is smooth, it has a thin wall, and it consists of 2 to 10 cells inside. For example, this picture has 3.
So the conclusion is Trichophyton mentagrophyte is a significant zoonotic pathogen causing dermatophysis. phytosis in animals. And accurate diagnosis starts with proper sample collection, such as hair plucking or skin scraping from lesion edges. Or we can also use the toothbrush technique for asymptomatic carriers. Samples must be stored dry and at room temperature to maintain viability. And direct microscopic examination, such as QH and LCPB stain, helps to visualize hyphae and conidia quickly. Fungal culture on Sabara dextro agar as they confirm diagnosis by incubation at 25 to 30 Celsius for 7 to 21 days. Then we can do the observation and colony morphology and pigmentation at 8 identification. Select cultures using Riddle's method, enhance visibility of macroconidia, and spiral hyphae. Combining multiple diagnostic method ensures accurate detection and effective treatment. That's all from us, Group 7. Thank you.